Imagine feeling like hiding in the shadows, suppressing your dreams, feel like you're in a prison, feel like it's the end of the world when nothing is possible. You can't be yourself any longer, you cannot trust anyone, you feel trapped, alone, afraid, and unsafe from the world. This is exactly how the victims of depression feel. Millions of people get hurt by others unknowingly, yet no one is able to understand the truth. Recognizing depression is extremely important because of so many dangerous outcomes. First of all, depression is usually caused from a loss, a tragic event, family history, child abuse, abandonment, divorce, and bullying. Imagine constantly getting hurt, losing the meaning of life, losing them, and losing yourself. Just imagine. You're hated by your looks, color, beliefs, scars, disabilities, differences, flaws, and your very existence. You hate yourself for not being worthy, not being their definition of normal. But what if there's a reason behind all that? Something terrible you're trying to hide. You're afraid to tell people how you feel because they won't care, so you bury it deep inside you where it destroys you. Sometimes we forget that the most unbearable people suffer from the most unbearable pasts. They pretend their smiles and words, "I'm fine," shows the saddest truth. If these factors leading to depression is not recognized, it could lead to risky behaviors. The Guardian says that people with depression are 3 times more likely to commit crimes, such as robbery, assault, and ultimately, murder-suicides. Many victims kill their own families before taking their own lives. Sometimes their reasons are because the same thing happened to the ones they loved. This doesn't end the pain, it just passes it on to someone else. Furthermore, if a friend came over to you one day and told you that they've been diagnosed with cancer, would you ever think to say, "Toughen up, get over it"? Many people believe that depression is a sign of weakness, not an illness. However, there's a huge difference between these two. DVSA says that a weakness is when someone lacks the ability to do something, while an illness is when something someone's born with or receives throughout their life and cannot make it go away. Just like you can't just get over cancer or diabetes, depression is a disease, not a weakness nor a choice. Finally, if these emotions lead to the worst outcome of all, their own suicide. World Health Organization says that 800,000 people die each year because of suicide. In 2014, there was a tragic story of 16-year-old Daniel Briggs who got bullied because of his disabilities. One day he received a text message and it said, why don't you give the world a favor and kill yourself? And he replied, "Don't worry anymore. I'm going to go home and kill myself." That day he told everyone, yet no one took the effort to say the simplest question, "Are you okay?" His mother came in rushing that day and yelled, "Daniel, we love you," only to be cut out by the piercing sound of the gun blast. Can you imagine? No one cared. If you're a bystander doing nothing, you're just as guilty as those bullies and that cause of the suicide. Finally, it is unquestionable that depression isn't something to be looked at lightly. It should be recognized greatly. It harms precious people around you and leaves you with the most painful scars, as it's almost impossible to overcome and leads to a permanent solution. But that can change for everyone. You can be a hero. It's your job as of today to tell someone, anybody, your friend, family, a stranger, tell them that they're beautiful. It doesn't matter if they're experiencing it or not. You may have just made their day. If you're one of them, remember, you are worthy. No matter what situation you're in, no matter what bleak situation you're in, just fight it. You are worthy. You are more than worthy. Owe it to the world to be that positive change for others, to inspire them, who will look up to you and say, "He did it, she did it, they did it, and I can do it too." Don't you dare give up. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever.
Thank you.